What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the A7E podcast. This is your host, Jigadrin. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are on episode 26. Guys, today we have a returning guest, Roosevelt, a.k.a. Bless Reckless on IG. Guys,
there you go.
Coming back from a competition, man. Thank you so much for coming back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, for sure. So we are at Wednesday today.
Yes,
and
sir.
You officially got back from your competition from Dallas, and was it Monday?
Monday.
Cool, man.
In the evening, so yeah. You saw me in the gym.
Yeah, I saw you. So I saw you. Yesterday was your birthday.
Monday. That Monday
was
you
your
saw
birthday.
me. Yes.
Oh, it's already been 2 days since I seen you.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to everything, I thought I saw you yesterday.
Yeah,
Man.
I know. It was Monday.
Cool, man. Well, happy birthday. How old are you now?
I'm 29, bro.
29.
I feel old as hell, but
Yeah,
you're
catching up.
Yeah, I'm
Catching up to the big leagues, man. I'm already in the 30s, so.
Hey, my brother-in-law Edward's 30, so I know what he feels like.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So we're waiting for you. So, yeah, one more year, you'll be good, man. So tell me a little bit about how it went in Dallas. I know the last episode that we did, we talked about your preparation for it and what you were trying to accomplish, and
right.
that you had a competition in Dallas alongside your brother-in-law and your sister.
Yeah.
Okay. So how'd that go?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm just glad everything played out like the way, we planned it to go, things could have been a little bit better.
Of course.
Of course, like now looking back at, in hindsight, like, oh man, I could have done this or that. But for the most part, it was a successful, show. I mean, for everyone on my team, Team RTG, they all went out there and they all did good, man. Real good.
What's Team RTG? I know you've posted that, or what is Team RTG?
So basically, it's my coach's initials, Ronald Torres.
Okay.
So that's his team. I'm one of the members of the team. So is my sister Gracia and Edward, my brother-in-law. So and there was other people involved as well as Beto. I don't know if he's on, but he's one of a person that's well known.
Yeah.
He owns the Meal Preps to Go, McAllen, and I know he has other locations. I'm not too sure where exactly, but that's the main location. But yeah, man, we had fun. We went out there and we all did our best as far as presenting our physiques out there, and it just felt good, man. It felt real good. Just leading towards the show. Obviously, it was hard. The dieting played a big toll on us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were like cranky and. Yeah, it was just
a lot of hangry people around.
Yeah.
Is that like a real thing though? Like in regards to, for example, just like you mentioned, or being hangry in a group of people, does that create like tension, or just like easily getting frustrated, or like maybe annoyed at certain things, or you know what I mean? Like when people are super hungry, like is that?
Well, see, we're in a calorie deficit, so with that being said, that already plays a huge factor. Yeah. You're hungry. Like, let's say you eat a little meal. I call it little because they're small to us. You're like, what's this, Yeah. But yeah, man, just being in a calorie deficit plays a big toll on our bodies. Mentally, you're used to when you're used to eating, let's say, for example, you eat a regular meal right now at home. You eat until you feel full.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Most of us do.
Some of us. You should be. They should be. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, it just plays a big toll. But you add that factor, and then you take away carbohydrates. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, it's you're in murky waters now.
Yeah,
it's a little dicey because without carbs, you don't really know how your body's gonna react until you take away the carbs.
Yeah,
you're just eating plain tilapia and spinach.
Yeah, super plain, huh?
Oh yeah. no sauce, nothing to make it a little taste better. You're just there like, I wish this was pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it just it does play a big factor, huge.
Yeah.
If anything, on the mental, and anything could trigger you, I guess. I mean, it depends on person to person.
Of course.
But yeah, for the most part, you're just like, you're just grouchy.
So walk me a little bit through like essentially the process, because I mean I followed you, Grecia, and Edward through Instagram when you guys were competing,
Right.
or at least when you guys started, and then while you guys were competing a little bit after.
Right,
So
right,
how
right.
how is the like official process of when the tournament begins or the competition begins?
Okay.
Let's say like on your way to Dallas, when you get to Dallas, competition, and then when you're done.
Okay. Okay. So for us, it was a little different. Since we're family, we were blessed to have a place to stay, so we didn't have to spend out of our pocket.
Oh, perfect.
So we actually had a family member that lived 10 minutes away from, or 10, 15 minutes away from the actual convention center.
Oh, is that that's pretty fortunate.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it helped a lot because you don't have to spend money on a hotel.
Yeah.
And majority of the prices are like,
Man, they're crazy, especially right now.
right, especially right now. And then the fact that they know that that weekend's the expo, a lot of people are there, not just for the fitness expo and for the bodybuilding show, but there's also another expo going on. I believe it was like Comic-Con or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what it was, but a lot of people were dressed up in pretty cool costumes. So
Okay, so how many tournaments, like, I keep saying tournaments, I keep thinking soccer.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
So how many competitions like went on that weekend in that area?
Okay, so as far as that area, if I'm not mistaken, it was just us because it's a big expo.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, inside the convention center, there's different booths, vendors from different companies and whatnot. So that's just them selling, giving out samples and whatnot of their products. But also right next to the bodybuilding show, there was also a powerlifting meet going on as well.
Okay.
So, the eyes weren't just all on the bodybuilding. They also had people that were competing in powerlifting.
Okay.
So it was a big deal,
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of eyes. So that it was just from what I know, it was those two, and I know there was also a jiu-jitsu tournament,
Oh,
but
dang.
I didn't really get to see.
Like it take place?
Yeah, because I was too busy backstage trying to get ready.
Yeah.
Making sure my team had everything they needed, and not only that, but just resting my legs because obviously, like, it plays a big factor if you're walking around.
Yeah.
Especially you don't want your legs to get all like inflamed.
Yeah.
'Cause-
From use.
Yes,
Okay.
you're trying to like the least expenditure of like
Energy.
Yeah, you just want to save everything for when it's time
Wow.
to go on stage, and you're just trying to stay calm. Backstage, all you're doing is either you're carbing up, you're eating carbs every hour or every other hour, or you're literally like if you're blessed to like because it went bodybuilding, then it was classic physique, and then it's men's physique.
Okay.
So 3 different categories for men's go first, and then it's women's categories that go up.
Okay.
So you could already imagine my sister Grecia. She went up for finals at I believe 8:30, 9:30
Uh-huh.
p.m. And then you still have to wait for everyone else so they can give you your trophy. So you have to wait for everyone to go up so they can start giving awards.
Yeah.
So you're just literally waiting. If you're in the men's category, you have to wait. You
Yeah.
know, obviously, until finals go off, and then if you don't have any family there, like for example me, I had Grecia, and we had to wait for Grecia. We were literally just in backstage, just waiting for her to go up to
Yeah.
see what's gonna happen because it was pretty dicey. Like in other words, like you were
Close,
just like
or-
yeah, no, not saying that it was super close or anything like that. It was just like the anxiety of like, hey, what's gonna go down?
Yeah.
Hey man, is she gonna win? I really think she can win. And that's what we were talking about backstage.
Yeah.
But for me, the schedule wise, we got to the convention center. Men's bodybuilding goes first. So out of everyone in the team, I was the first one to go upstage. So
How was that being first?
It
It was easier, right? No, I'm kidding.
it's just like, believe it or not, like I told myself, like, nah, you're not gonna get nervous. Like you're used to this.
Yeah.
You've done this before. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I was kind of nervous once you get up there, and then they start timing you. Like, oh, you got 10 seconds. Like before you know it, they usually give you 45 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
To pose. Just show off your best poses. But since they were behind schedule, they were trying to get everyone on stage
Caught
fast. Yeah, like just to go through the motions. But before I knew it, I was done. Like 30 seconds went up, like nothing, and I just remember getting off stage, and I was like, man, like that was fast. That was really fast.
So they gave you 10 seconds for your poses?
No, 30 seconds.
Okay, I was like, I don't know anything about bodybuilding, but I feel like 10 seconds, that's a quick bicep flex and you're done. But
yeah, I mean, everything, the whole game plan went out the window. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just
For
like, 30 seconds, like it's super fast, man.
yeah.
And you're trying to like remember how to do things, like how to actually squeeze. Like I did that in the mirror in the morning in the mirror like this. This is the way I want it to look. I hope it looks that way. But you just give it your best when you're up there, and by then you should already be comfortable with what looks good on you.
Yeah, because essentially, it's like a routine, right? That
Yes.
you've already practiced quite a bit.
It's a routine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was super fun, and it's just the jitters when you're going up. You're there on the staircase.
Yeah.
You're about to go up on stage, and yeah, man, it's pretty nerve-wracking.
Hey, man, that's cool. That's the coolest part about that is that, it's a real competition. And like you talk about the jitters and being next and being first and game plan going out the window. Just like imagining those emotions, obviously the way I translated it is into soccer, right? Big game, about to blow the whistle, getting ready.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So whenever you're on stage, right, and you're by yourself, correct?
Right.
You're essentially everyone's watching you and
Oh,
your
yeah.
routine.
Oh yeah.
The way it's set up when you're on stage, right? So you're looking out.
Okay.
Are you able to see everyone, or is it like the lights? Like whenever, like in comedy or something, the lights are there.
Like the actual like lights are like blinding you.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Real quick, bring that a little bit. There you go. Remember, you can move it how you like, but
There we go.
There you go.
okay,
Now we're gonna-
there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so check it out. I went up on stage. Obviously, I don't have the time to look at every single face in the crowd.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to stay like directly right in the middle. Like if I'm gonna like go ahead and flex, to say bicep flex or whatever, the judges are right in front of you.
Yeah.
They're right under you. So obviously they're judging you already. They're already seeing, okay, this guy, he got good arms, good back, everything's good, solid. They're judging you. What they're saying, I cannot hear, but you could see them talking from your peripheral vision. You can see them moving their hands, pointing, moving papers, writing down stuff. But yeah, no, I didn't really have time to look at everyone. But final started at 5:30. I'm over here like final started at 5:30. Yeah. So the morning show is just for pre-judging.
Yeah.
They get to see every single competitor go up, and then they bring you out with your class.
Okay.
Like the people that weigh the same weight as you, people you're obviously competing against. So they send you out first. You do your poses, a little freestyle posing, just
Like
something.
a warm up.
Yeah, just kind of like a warm up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can warm up. They see what you look like, what package you brought to the show, and then they're like, okay, so competitor for me, I was number 15.
Cool.
Competitor number 15, Roosevelt Hernandez. Okay, so we're seeing him right now. Okay, that was the last person to go up from his category. Let's go ahead and bring out the whole class. So they bring all of you guys out together, and then they're like, okay, they have you do your mandatory poses, which are like, the stuff that you need to do, front, back, left.
Like requirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they see everyone do their poses. Double back, front double bicep. So all of us in line are doing the same pose
At the same time.
Okay. And they're going to see, okay, let's compare this guy and this guy. Okay. I see. Okay. And then they go based off of their, judgment. And they write it down. So that's just morning show is just strictly what you're bringing to the table, and then how you match up or stack up against the people in your category.
Yeah.
Finals at 5:30 is when you. That's the show that starts. That's when they let you. If you have a song for bodybuilding, you pick a song, and that's when you do your routine
To the song.
to the song.
And it can be any song.
Well,
It has to. I'm sure it has to have like some
I mean,
like bodybuilding rhythm.
well, I mean, it's depending on what you're planning to do. So for the most part, songs are usually slow, something that builds up excitement.
Yeah.
That's what kind of gets the crowd amped up.
Okay.
Like, oh, like, but there was a variety of different songs that went out. Man, I heard Drake out there. I heard, in the club 50 Cent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was one of my teammates. He came out to that song. I was like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Hey, that's a good song though.
Yeah.
That's an ageless song. As long as it lives, it will always be good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We all know that song.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. Yeah. But yeah. So it could be any song, depending on what you're, the song. But you can't go out there, with a song with like a bunch of cuss words on it either.
Of course.
So it's a family event too. So you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, man, it's that's pretty much what it consists of.
So I know you mentioned like the morning walkthrough or like routine. How early did you have to be there? Like when did it start?
Oh boy, I'm glad you asked that. I was about to tell you. So I woke up the day of the show. I woke up. Okay. Let's rewind. Let's rewind because I want to tell you.
Yeah.
I did not fall asleep till like 1:30
The night before.
the night before. Keep that in mind. 1:30 because I was having a heartfelt conversation with my little sister Nancy. She's a soldier for the United States. She going out there and she came to see us.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed with us too. So I was we're not gonna see her for 9 months from here. She's
Yeah.
leaving to Germany or Europe. We don't know yet. But I had a heartfelt conversation with her and just talking about, hey man, I'm gonna miss you. I love you. I'm glad you came to see us.
Awesome.
Grecia and Edward were KO'd by then.
Done. They were.
They were knocked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on the recliner, trying to calm down, and just having a conversation with my sister kind of helped me out. I told her my game plan for life in general, and what I plan to do from here on out. And she was talking to me and just trying to give me some advice. Any advice. I mean, I'm not too sure what a 20-year-old could really tell a 29-year-old, but it felt good talking to my sister because I hadn't seen her in a minute.
Yeah.
So it was special for me.
How long had it been before you seen her?
We had last seen her, man. I want to say, my brain is still not all there right now. It's still foggy.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was like a couple of months.
Okay.
It's been, it was a while. So that kind of hit hard.
Yeah.
When I was talking to her, he tried not to tear up and stuff. Because I love my sister, and just my kid sister is the youngest one.
Is she okay? The youngest one.
So it's tough, So we were talking, and yeah. So we had a conversation. I didn't go to sleep till 1:30 ish. I woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up and I was like, okay, I can't go back to sleep. Like, I was just okay. Let me just start getting everything together. Make sure I don't forget anything that I'm gonna need for the show, because my first meal is at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is my first meal.
Yeah.
10-ounce steak.
Oh, for real?
Listen, 10-ounce steak, 2 cups of rice,
Okay.
4 ounces of water. To swallow that.
Yeah.
Think really.
That's not much water.
No. That's like. No, it's nothing. Yeah. It's nothing. So it was just, oh man, like, so woke up at 4, started getting everything together, started packing my bag. Try not to make too much noise because I know everyone else was still asleep in the house.
Even Grecia and Edward?
Yeah, they were asleep. But Grecia got up a little bit like literally like 15 minutes later, she got up.
Okay.
I went to the restroom. I checked my weight, make sure I was on weight. Keep in mind, I had to be at a certain weight.
What weight is that?
143.
143.
Yeah, well, yeah, 143.
Dang.
Yeah, so if you look at the pictures and then you see what I look like stacked up against these other guys, it just goes to show the weight classes are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The size, the maturity, and the muscle, like, it plays a big factor.
So everyone, well, obviously, so everyone in your class was 140.
Yeah, they have to be around that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They have to be at that weight to actually compete.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's impressive.
yeah. So, there was a little controversy on the other weight class that I did, which is lightweight. So they switched something up this year, which was basically, in order to compete in lightweight, you have to be over 143.
Okay.
So because of the fact that I was under 143 just to make the bantamweight my actual weight class,
Yeah.
it kind of like hurt me in the lightweight category.
Okay. Yeah.
There was a controversy going upstage. They were like, wait, hold on. You cannot do two weight classes. I was like, well, I paid for two weight classes, and last year I did the same exact show.
Oh, really?
And they let me compete. They were okay. This time they were like, okay, well, let me go ahead and talk to the judges. Hold on, and they were making a big deal out of it. I was just like, oh,
And this
no.
is like right before you went on?
Yeah. So it kind of like, wait, what's going on here? You know?
Yeah.
So that happened, and then they were like, okay, we're still gonna let you compete in that, in that category, the lightweight division, even though they're up to like 155 is the cap for that weight class. We're gonna let you compete. The only thing is,
You gotta get docked.
yeah, you cannot, in other words, you cannot legitimately win first place, even if you did beat the guy that was next to you or guys. You cannot win first. The highest you can get is second. So that was running through my mind, and I was like, oh God. I was like, okay, well, I know I'm not getting first place in that weight class. So I talked to my coach. My coach was like, hey, don't worry about it. We'll see what we can do. Just, try to stay focused. Don't stress. Calm down. So I ended up getting second place in lightweight.
That's right.
Because technically I won first place. Mm-hmm. But,
Yeah.
So I took it. I was like, all right, I'm fine with that. It's okay. So back to the schedule in the morning. So got up at 4:30, boom, boom, boom. Grecia got up. Grecia was already like getting her stuff ready, because she's a girl, she has to do her makeup. So Grecia's journey in Dallas is a little bit, it's harder for women because you have to get someone to do your makeup.
Yeah.
Do your hair. Yeah. Remember, you're spray tanned already.
Yeah.
You're spray tanned already, and last thing you want to do is break a sweat or something, So it was tougher on her because they had to get up and then drive to a person they met on Facebook, I believe. I'm not too sure it was Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
That is gonna do her makeup.
Yeah.
So they had to drive to that person's house, and yeah, before they arrived to the convention center.
And is that also early, correct?
Super early. So it was 5 a.m. I woke up my sister Nancy. I was like, hey guys, start getting ready because right now we have to still drive over there, make sure there's no traffic, find good parking so that after the show it wouldn't be a hassle to carry all the bags, and everything in general that we're gonna take over there. Yeah. Food, but yeah, 6 a.m. We're on the road, and I'm trying to swallow this 10-ounce steak with 2 cups of rice, and I saved the water for last. I was like, I'm thirsty, but I'm gonna wait because, yeah. So I devoured that, bro, and I was just like, I drank the water. I literally just went, and I was like, that was nothing, bro. It was nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was tough. I was in the backseat like, yo, I'm choking over here.
Yeah.
We get there. Oh, I forgot to mention. At 6:15, I get tanned again. My second coat of spray tan. Yeah. So I had to make sure that I ate the food at 6 a.m. In 15 minutes, you have to eat that because you're about to go get spray tanned again.
Yeah.
And then after that, you have to go and basically just wait till they open the doors for the competitors to go in.
Yeah.
Because they let them go in before everybody else. So Luckily, there was a teammate there that was getting tanned as well at that time, and he was another bodybuilder as well. From our team, there was only two doing bodybuilding. Edward was doing classic physique, which is right after bodybuilding. So he still had a good amount of time to, pack or sleep in, which, things like that. So it's a schedule they go by, but so yeah, it was a pretty rough morning.
That's interesting.
So I was like, I just hope everything goes well, but yeah.
And that's awesome. That's crazy how like in all of sports, there's still that preparation aspect of the competition day. Like, almost like, it doesn't really matter what sport you talk about. Like there's a preparation like period that you go through like for yourself and the things that you have to do before actual competition. And like it like spills into like essentially every competition,
Oh yeah.
So I think that's cool, man.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Cool. Same time, we got like 3 viewers on Instagram, man. Whoever you guys are, I can't even see. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Roosevelt, guys, aka Blessed Reckless. I keep wanting to go backwards. This is the second time around. So those of you that are watching, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if they're from your IG or my IG, but if you guys have any questions, just let us know, man. Or you guys want to say hi, say hey. Hoping to be a little bit more interactive with you guys. This
Jake is falling asleep.
Huh?
Okay, that's it. Jake is falling asleep.
Oh no, heck no. To me, all this is super interesting. I'm a big competitor. You know what I mean? Like, and what I enjoy most is like the being able to visualize other people's mentalities, other people's preparation phases, and imagining them going through, the nerves, the thought process, the anxiety. And then, that for me, that's just always been.
Oh yeah.
Even when I competed, imagining my opponent, going through something similar as I was going through, to prepare for the game, and like eventually meeting up.
Yeah.
It's like that's always been the cool part about it. So yeah, man, I know that. So that went well. You were able to get first.
Yes, I got first in my category, and then I got second in the lightweight. And I was honestly, like even before the people I actually talked to, leading up to the show, I was like, even my buddies, like one of my close friends, Eric, which works with me. I was telling him like, dude, look, listen, if I can just get first in my division again, like back to back. Like
you said that before the competition.
Yes,
okay,
before.
Yeah.
If I can just get first in my division, bring that first place again back home, again, second year in a row, that would be nice. Now, if I can get 1, 2, or 3 in that other division, my year's set. My year's set. Like I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay. So leading to the show, and after I was told everything I was explained to backstage, like, hey, you cannot get first and not in this division because you're too light.
In the bantam.
No. In the lightweight,
That's right. Yeah.
You're too light for the lightweight. You need to be at least over 43.
Yeah.
But I was 43 on the dot, like 143.0.
So let me ask you. I guess I get it because like combat sports, things like that. But why do you have to be, besides qualifying for a certain category, what does the weight do for a bodybuilder, like going up or down?
Okay.
Is it like, because you're obviously saying there's a disadvantage at 143 compared to slightly heavier competitors, right?
Okay, yes, and this is the thing. It's just like in the UFC, there's obviously weight classes for a reason. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to bodybuilding, check it out. So when it comes to bodybuilding, the only disadvantage you would have, honestly, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to say it doesn't really matter, but a person that's a little bit heavier than you, 15 pounds, or just say 15 pounds, they're going to have more size on you, like sizing you up, in other words, they would have bigger arms because of that. You know, obviously they have more weight on. You know, that's the only really disadvantage. But I mean, we've seen it before. Even shorter guys, you know, when they go up, you know, even the pros, they go up online. You could be a short guy and you could still take out bigger guys because of the conditioning, how your body is, how dry it is, you know, and you can see everything, every detail.
Yeah.
So that's you know, I really don't think it would be truly a disadvantage, but you know, obviously the rules are rules and you have to, you know, abide by them.
So, and just kind of trying to imagine, you competed at Bantam at 140.
143.
And you went into lightweight as well as 143?
Yes, at one as 143.
Was there any like break between each of your competitions from Bantam to lightweight where you could have just like downed like a ton of calories or something, you know, to like kind of...
Okay, so check it out. So that's interesting. I'm glad you say that because the Friday, the day before the show, at 6 p.m., you have to check in. You check in, and that's when they check your weight. Now, just like in the UFC, we've seen it before. Like they go to the weigh-ins, and they're like super like skeleton looking, because they're like depleted. There's no water in their bodies.
Nothing.
Okay, so they weigh them just to make weight. After you make the weight,
do whatever you want.
Exactly. So best believe. I mean, it's not like I could eat a pizza or a burger, you know.
Yeah.
But after I made that weight, I was like, okay, I can drink water.
Yeah.
But my coach was like, hey, this is the amount of water you're gonna drink for every meal.
Okay.
So you cannot, you know, really like be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna eat, you know, I'm actually gonna eat something good. You know, you still have to eat, you know, the meals that are required.
Yeah.
As far as game planning.
Because the meals that you guys drink after weigh-in or even before, I guess, have like a specific effect on the muscles.
Right. Okay. So depending on every coach's strategy is different. You can start carbing up. Carbing up, obviously, we go weeks without carbs. So your body is like, oh my God, you know, once your body gets carbs back in the system, it's like, okay, baby, it's time to go. And now you can actually get a pump.
Yeah.
So without carbs, you cannot really get a pump.
Okay.
Like you can't.
Yeah.
So they start downing all these carbs in. By, you know, overnight, your body gets drier.
Yeah.
It's more, the skin gets tighter. And obviously with carbs back in your system, and you're going to go up there, you start pumping up. You see guys who like, well, I know you saw my reel.
I did.
You know, we're using the bands, to like resistant bands to get, you know, pumped up.
Yeah.
Or you can bring dumbbells. We brought dumbbells too, but I believe we brought the 10 pounders because ain't nobody want to carry 25 pounds. No. So, yeah, it played a big factor.
Man.
As far as weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. So be honest, all right? Be honest.
Okay.
Leading up to the competition, were you like, I got this, no problem? Were you surprised that you won first place? I guess is my question. Because, like, leading up, I mean, so I'm not sure exactly when you came onto the podcast last, but it was a couple months ago.
Yes.
You know, and obviously you were like posting like you would pose on your IG, you know, workouts as well. And I messaged you a couple of times, or maybe, and I was like, dude, you look solid. Like and I'm quoting myself here. I said, I know nothing about bodybuilding, but if you don't win, I'm going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you saw. Yeah.
So were you surprised when you won, or were you like, no, that makes total sense? Like I look,
okay.
You know?
So so leading up to the show, you don't know who's going to like pull up to the show.
Makes sense. Okay.
You don't know unless they start, unless the page, they start tagging like the expo page, and the page starts sharing, oh, you know, this person's going to come to the show.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of our competitors. Cause you can post and you can see a bunch of people, like I saw a lot of females on there, bikini athletes and whatnot, but it's usually the guys that don't really post. They don't really post because they want to be like, they want to be that one guy to just show up and
Just
be
to
like,
show up.
oh God, where'd this guy come from? We weren't expecting him to show up.
Yeah.
So, I, in my mind, all I had in my mind was, hey, you just gotta literally just do your best.
Yeah.
All the hard work you're putting in, all these hours, all the cardio in the morning, everything you went through, all the hard stuff, That's really the dieting. The gym part's the easy stuff. All that, just you did it for a reason. Just do your best. I wasn't really like, oh, I'm gonna go out there and smoke. No. None of that was in our heads.
Yeah.
Like mine, my sister, Edward, we were just like, let's just
Do what we came to do.
just do what we came to do. It's just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Honestly, like it's really, that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
If I'm not having fun with it, why am I gonna put myself through this pain?
100%.
You know? And honestly, that's for me. That's what was important. Just doing my best. If I do my best, that's all that really matters to me. Even if I would have lost, or if I would have never placed in any of the categories, I honestly, as long as I know that I gave it my best, that's what really matters to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, there's nothing for you to hold on to or any like moments of regret if you truly did everything you were supposed to do. I mean,
Game plan.
literally game plan, and then like a part of life, you essentially leave it up to, in that case, the judges, where everything's out of your control now.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, but you already know that you did what you're supposed to do. And I think that just to kind of detour a little bit, like anything that you do in life, if you at least have that plan and you execute the plan that you have,
Yeah.
and whatever results you get from it, whether it be in competition or direct results with something personally or at work or whatever, and then it doesn't turn out the way that you hope, there's essentially not much that you can regret, and that's a freeing that's a freeing feeling, because you can be confident in anything that you do, because back to just you're confident in knowing that you did everything that you could.
Right.
Right? Maybe moving forward, you can improve in some things.
There you go.
Right? But
There you go.
regardless for that moment that you're prepping for, if you did what you had to do, then that's all that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing I could really do. Like, you just leave it up to the judges. But the key part that you just said right now, there's always room for improvement, though.
Yeah.
So I know what I need to work on. I know exactly what my weaknesses are. And now it's just time to, like, okay, we took the notes. We know exactly what we need to fix, what we need to shape up. And that's exactly what we're going to do this off season, So I'm just, today I talked to my coach. He's like, hey, you did good. We spoke. We game planned for what's to come, what he thinks I should do as far as like eating wise, training, balancing life out too. Because I mean, all this is going on, but it's just a small portion compared to what your job, life. If you have a child, it's just a small portion of your day, but it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find room for everything to balance it out. So that's what we were talking about. I just had a conversation with him. I sat down with him. I was like, hey man, I appreciate you for, literally helping me out. Like without you, I cannot, I would have never looked the way I looked. So that's why I give major props to my coach. And yeah, man, my support system, my family, my sister, man, like shit. That's a real one. She's a hustler, bro.
Yeah.
Her, Edward as well, my brother-in-law, like he, huge support system. Without them, I wouldn't have, been able to, go out there.
Yeah.
We all literally helped each other out some way or somehow during this prep, and it means a lot. It really meant a lot for us to, as a family, like, hey, we're all family here.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
So it was really, really, really cool, man. And that's the second time we all compete together, and it just felt good, man. Like it felt good, like, hey, we're a team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's honestly really cool, man. Especially like, you know, being able to imagine that like from my end, like obviously I'm really close to my siblings, and imagining us competing like at a high level like that at anything, you know, going through maybe training sessions together, through like just preparation together, maybe. One of the most valuable things that you can do like for competition or just in life in general is really, especially if your inner circle or your small circle is on the same has the same mentality as you, you know, is on the same wavelength as you in regards to the way you think, the things you want,
Right.
the things you talk about, the conversations. Like that is probably one of the most valuable things that you can do in life, is really surround yourself with those people who have the same, you know, goals, maybe, you know,
Same
values
mindset.
as you, same mindset, you
Yeah.
know. And obviously sometimes it's our inner circle like yourself, who you have your sister and then your brother-in-law, and then sometimes it's you know, a little friends that are slightly outside of your circle. Not that they're outside of your circle, but they're not like family, right?
Right.
But whenever you get the chance to surround yourself with those people, like really take advantage of that, because I really think that, you know, having a circle like that can elevate you to certain places that being alone maybe couldn't, you know. And it's not because you can't do things on your own, because, you know, people have done many things on their own, right? But having people who feel the same way towards the things that you want, you know, can really, really just amplify, you know, your potential performance or results in the things that you're trying to do.
Yeah, I agree. Like being around people that are like-minded, have the same values, they all want, like, honestly, it's just, it means a lot, because not only, look, I wanted to share this because it's the truth, man. This is just a small like percentage of people that are think the way you do.
Exactly.
I met so many cool people backstage, and believe it or not, like they all have similarities to, like we all went through the same thing. We all went through the same pains, the same dieting. Well, not the same dieting, but we all went through everything together. So regardless if I lose or win upstage, like I have the, you know, like the utmost respect for these people because they went through it.
Yeah, there you go.
They did it. You know, they all went out there and gave it their best, and it's something you share with. And majority of the people were not from Texas, man. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
One of the cats I was on stage with, he was from Kansas.
Mm.
So it just goes to show. The other guy was from El Paso. Like, it just goes to show where they're from. Like, and not only that, but other competitors up there that weren't in my category, but they had like great physiques. I was like, hey man, like, hey, you look really good, bro. Like, no homo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you got to throw it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it's really, really cool, man. You meet a lot of good people, and not only that, but social media. There was a lot of people, you know, like, I don't know if you follow a lot of people, like fitness industry. Christian Guzman was there, so it was a big deal. He was there. I saw a lot of other people that, you know, are like way ahead,
Yeah.
light years ahead of where I'm at. And I, you know, I look up to those people like, hey man, I want to look like that when I, you know,
Yeah.
at least, or 50-year-olds up on stage, bro. It's
There were some
amazing.
50-years there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing, bro. Anyone that's 35 plus and is still bodybuilding, like, props, because it just goes to show how much, how much you love this. You know, to still want to go up there and compete, even if you don't win. The fact that you're still doing it because you love the sport. Not only that, but you it's an art. You're literally like sculpting your body to look a certain way, and that means a lot. Like, honestly, whether you're male, female, like, I don't care. Like, props to you, honestly. Like, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
That's actually one of my questions, was if you were able to meet anyone, you know, at the competition that's pretty popular, you know, on social media things, or somebody that, you know, you look up to.
Yeah. I met Keon Prodigy. He's a bodybuilder. You can look him up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Christian Guzman was there. So I came out in his video. I didn't know I came out in his video.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, I saw that part.
Yeah. I went up to him. I was like, hey man, can I take a picture with you? He's like, yeah, sure, man. What's your name? Roosevelt. He's like, he goes, you look ready. I was like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. And he's like, no, thank you, man. Like that little interaction goes a long way. It just goes to show people are, like nice, man. Like you would think you're like, oh man, this person's stuck up. Like, it would really suck for you to meet like someone you look up to and then they're like, you just don't like their energy, their vibe. They're just like, oh, hey, man. Yeah, sure. Let's take this picture.
Yeah.
That would really hurt. Not that, like, he's one of my favorite, like, I don't want to say, I don't like this word, influencer.
Yeah.
I hate that word, bro. Oh, I'm an influencer. Like, no. Like, in general, like, it's just one of the first persons I saw, bro, on YouTube. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, he was super chill, and I didn't know that part was being recorded. Like it's a small little clip in his video. On the way back home, my sister was watching. She's like, "Oh, let's look at this video," and it just so happens that Rose, hey, that's Rose.
Yeah.
He came out. I was like, wait, what? And I was in the back. He's like, wait, are you serious? He's like, yeah, look. And they rewinded it. And I was like, oh damn, I didn't know they were recording me.
Yeah.
There was other interactions backstage, like in the restroom, where I got to talk to him. Even like walking around, you hear people talking to each other, conversating. Like, "Hey man, so how was your training?" Like, it just you share tips, little hacks. Like, what were you doing? To get that dry, or what did you eat? Like, what did you carb up on? Or like, hey man, during intermission, what did you eat? Did you eat a burger? Did you eat fries? What did your coach tell you to do? I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and Ever, we went to go get a burger.
Yeah.
We ate a burger. My coach was like, get a burger, get a good, nice little cheat meal, and get a Coke.
Wow.
So yeah,
Like a regular Coke?
Yeah. Well, we got Coke Zero.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, man. I'm not a real Coke guy. I don't like Coke.
Yeah.
I'm not a soda guy. So it's But in that time, in the moment, while you're eating that burger.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I was talking to was it? I can't remember at the podcast, Gracia or Edward, but about drinking Diet Cokes, and Coke Zero in specific. Man, like I'm not like regular Cokes. I haven't drank one. I think since I was like 18, 19. Ooh. Yeah, but like when it comes to Diet Cokes, like to get that, what's it called? Carbonation. Is that the word? Like the fizz of the.
Yeah.
In the flavoring of Coke Zero is pretty impressive, man. For 0 calories, 0 sugar.
Yeah,
it's impressive, and it kills my
the craving.
Exactly,
it kills that little.
Oh man, it just takes it away. And obviously, one thing that I always like suggest to people who are like just starting out and like trying to lose weight is like if you're really like on Coke and you're drinking a lot of sodas, is like even if you take the first step and just switch into diets. 0 calories or 0 sugars, like regardless of, the controversial, debatable ingredients,
right?
You at least
you're making a change, an effort.
Exactly.
Just like people going to the gym.
Exactly.
Like, hey man, we're all here for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
We're all trying to look better.
Yeah.
Do better, because at the end of the day, health is wealth.
Yeah.
It's longevity that we're looking for.
Yeah.
I have a child. I have a 5-year-old. And I always love to mention it. I'm doing this. I'm trying to do it the safest way possible. When I say that, I mean like as far as PEDs, stuff like that. Because I'm not natural. I'm gonna claim it. Like a lot of people are like, "No, I'm natural." I'm not. I'm not gonna be out here lying to people either. I'm real honest. I'm blunt. I call it how I see it. So I really just want to be able to see my child get married.
Yeah.
I want to be there
as long as possible.
If he has children, I want to see I want to be able to hold my grandchild when I'm at that age.
Yeah.
And not be like, oh, give me a second, let me get up. Like even though my back is kind of jacked up
already?
Right now. Everyone was like, oh, that knee pain, or you hear that first pop in the morning when you get everything's cracking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For me, it's my back too. Like, man, like since I was like 23, dude, I just have a bad lower back. Like, and I'll have phases where it goes away.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm working through like
You're
it
like,
don't exist,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I gotta know where to just come back,
Ooh,
and
that's sciatica, huh?
it's something, and I hate it. It's just terrible. But it also comes from lack of stretching, hip mobility,
Right.
proper maybe
Right.
consistent form,
And I know. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I know you're being coached right now. I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's Pete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good, man. How's that for you, man?
No, it's going really well.
Like,
It's going really well. I mean, he's very accessible in any questions that I have. He helps me out. But for the most part, I'm enjoying it because for the first time in a very long time, okay, for the first time in a very long time, I have, a set workout, set, meals, that essentially takes the pressure off of me, as a client in this specific situation where
nice.
I don't have to go through a whole days of work. I don't have to try and do my podcast as well. And then by the time I get to the gym, come out with a solid workout, and then worry about the meals, like this type of thing.
Yeah.
So having that efficiency for me has helped, and especially with somebody who's knowledgeable in what he does as well.
It's huge.
Has been, man. Like honestly, if there's people out there who just like feel that they claim or the excuses I don't have enough time.
I hate that.
I hate it, but think about investing in a personal trainer. Think about investing in a personal trainer. You're not only investing in a personal trainer, but you're investing in yourself at that point. And I definitely think it's massively beneficial. But for the most part, it's been very good.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to hear that. I just had to ask you, bro, because I've seen you, and I remember I saw the day one post.
Yeah.
On the Instagram story, I was like, here we go. Here we go. Like when you start lifting, you're not gonna be, you'll never feel good enough, big enough.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, I just had to ask, bro, because I know I might be wrong, but it's something new for you.
Yeah.
This journey right here, you started your marathon.
Yeah. I mean, I've done similar things in the past. Hold on a second, just looking at the camera.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I've done similar, but mine was very geared towards soccer.
Okay.
So soccer fitness, soccer size, soccer muscle development is very different than what I'm trying to explore now. But I've already accepted that it is a marathon. I'm not expecting anything crazy, but I am doing kind of similar to what you mentioned there before you go on stage. I'm just doing everything that I'm either being told to do or know is good on my part. And obviously the hardest part is the meals. Like skipping a meal just pisses me off bad because then it screws everything out.
You have to catch up on meals.
Yeah, bro. And I know that's something that I definitely need to work on. But man, it's been good.
Damn, man, that's I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I love it, bro. I love seeing people take, whether it's their next step or for you it's having someone explain to you, okay, this, we're doing this, we're eating this, today we're gonna train this way, this is exactly what we're gonna do step by step. But in general, I just love seeing people start something new and seeing them the consistency every day, bro.
Yeah, that's
what I admire that, honestly. It's dope.
I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely I'm excited, moving forward. So that'll be cool. So towards the last part of the podcast, man. So tell me a little bit about, something that maybe, you wanted to share here with the listeners. By the way, I just crossed 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, that's dope. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's dope.
So I think 2 days ago I got the other 101 subscribers, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Before we get to the very end, guys, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing, liking the channel. Super small, but I'm hoping to build a community of like-minded people that me and my guests can speak to, people that can relate to our conversations or just enjoy them on the sideline. And also I'm also going to put this on Instagram, but if you are interested in doing a podcast and you're local or even via online, please feel free to reach out to me. I want to get to know as many people as possible. I feel like some people are not intimidated, but they compare what they think their story is to people who have come on the podcast and shared their story. And it's that's not what's going on here. It's not about, whose story maybe sounds better or anything like that. It's truly about just who you are, the story that you have, because you never know, like, how many people can relate to it or really get something from it. Right. So if you feel like you want to do a podcast episode, I welcome absolutely everyone. And I would love to, to get in touch and go from there. But yeah. So yeah, man, tell me a little bit about.
Yeah, no. And you know what?
And come into the shop, man. You didn't bodybuild this whole time for you to be out of the frame, all right? So come in.
He's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you this though.
Yeah.
Something that I wanted, I was gonna message you about.
Okay.
From the last episode, you asked me, hey, what about a cold shower? Okay.
Okay.
Because I had one of my best friends, Alex. He goes, hey man, did you ever do it? I was like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, did you ease into it? I was like, no, I just went straight into the cold water like that, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't warm it up. No, I just balls in.
How was it?
Not cool. But I'll tell you this. During the prep, I was taking cold showers.
Okay.
I was. It really helped me a lot. One thing I learned was that if you do sauna, hot, super hot sauna. I'm talking about Gold's Gym sauna. If you guys been there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Super hot. And then you go into the cold shower, you get huge benefits.
Yeah.
Huge benefits. I'm not gonna get into it scientifically because it's it's not but you can, if you Google it and you go from something's really really hot and then your body goes into something really really cold, your body recovers faster.
Okay.
It's huge.
Were you doing like the cold at Gold's Gym as well, or like when you got home type of thing?
So I would shower. Okay, so my day consisted of going to the gym, training in the morning, and then going to work right after. Mm-hmm. So I would go to the sauna. Because I was, it got to the point of the prep where me and Edward and Gracie were all doing different, like we were not training together.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's just be by myself again. So that's where I really got to, I learned a lot from myself. Like what, it's hard to explain, but it's more of a mental, spiritual thing. Like you learn a lot about yourself when you're alone. Mm-hmm. And, I don't want to say back against the wall, but that's kind of how I felt. So I was doing the sauna after every training session, and then I would go straight into the cold shower. And I felt like that really helped me out a lot. One thing I didn't do this prep was incorporate like Epsom salt bath, which I really wanted to, but by the time I got home from work, I was getting home real late. I would just eat my last meal and I just wanted to go to bed. Yeah. So that really, I just wanted to share it because I did get asked like, hey, did you ever do this? That's cool. Yeah. So people were actually listening to that, and people today I ran into Pitbull. I know you had him on the you had him on the and we spoke. What's so crazy?
What is it, man?
That he saw me today. He's like, "Oh my God, you look crazy!" Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, I was like, "Thank you, bro. I appreciate it." He asked me how the show went, and then he's like, "It's so funny that the day of the show, something told me to go and look at the list of people that have been on the podcast, and I ran into your episode that day of your competition."
Oh, really?
So I watched the episode, and then I saw
you compete.
Yeah, I saw it, and then I'm seeing you right now, and it's just your stories. It was meant to be. Yeah, it was meant to be. Yeah. And I was like, that's crazy. But you know what else is crazy? The fact that that's all. You know what else is crazy? The fact that right after this workout, I'm going straight to the next episode.
Oh, you saw him today?
Yes, today. So yeah. He's like, what? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's so cool, bro. You need to go all swole. I was like, yeah. Stop, bro. But yeah, man, it's really dope, man. I didn't know a lot of people were actually watching the episodes and actually watching everything through, because people messaged me about certain parts of that last episode. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, this or that. They pointed out like, you look so chill. You're so comfortable. I was like, look, I'm a people person. I like to talk to people. Yeah. This is what I like to do. I like to meet new people. Yeah. I'm a very, very like social person, as you can say. I know one thing for sure Edward was like talking about in his episode was like, oh, like about you see some people flexing in the mirror. He's like, yeah, like my gym partner is my training partner. He's like, I'm the total opposite. Yeah, I'm out there. I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm out there. But I am, like, believe it or not, I'm very open to meeting new people in the gym. I love meeting people in the gym, especially when I'm in the locker room or I'm mid set. Like, I don't mind, because usually the people wait for you to finish and they ask you a question like, hey,
Yeah.
or hey man, I just want to say congrats. Like today I got a bunch of those congrats.
Yeah.
As I was walking the gym, even though I was like all like hyped on pre-workout, I was just like, oh yeah, you know, thank you man, I appreciate it. So I got a bunch of daps today, like, oh,
That's cool,
you know,
man.
which is cool, but I don't do it for that.
Yeah.
I do it because, you know, I really love to do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. One thing I will say was that this prep was tough, not because the stuff going on in the gym, like the training sessions, the dieting. No, there was stuff going on like in the family, that there was obstacles, and money was really really tight, super tight. I cannot stress how expensive this lifestyle is. The food in general, you're going to the grocery store at least once, twice a week. Inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say inflation,
Yeah.
not to mention the gas prices. So it was tough, man. But I will say that everything happened for a reason. And I don't know if you're real religious or not, but I believe that God really made it to me, like made everything happen for my family, us three competing, where if we needed something, something would happen. Like if it was I was down on my last $6 to my name, and I don't get paid till next week. I was like, I need food, and then something would happen. Like people would like, hey, I saw your poster, or you know, I just want to give you, you know, some cash, or friends, you know, would give me little things here and there, and it was a blessing, bro. Like God made everything happen for us. Even when you know we started doing the Buff Bakers, saying the cookies, like money was super tight, and believe it or not, a lot of people ordered cookies.
Yeah.
So you best believe advertising because they were in the kitchen stirring it up. So yeah, man, I'm real thankful for that. Honestly, I'm super like thankful that everything went down the way it did, because I feel that God made everything happen. Not what we wanted. We didn't get what we wanted. We got what we needed at that moment in time. And it really, really means a lot to me that it went down the way it did.
Yeah.
Because it was hard, bro. Like family, like, you know, every family has stuff going on. I don't come from a very like loving like background family. Like I don't know how to explain it, you know, but if people that know me, you know what I'm talking about. My mom and I don't have the best relationship. And right now that played a huge toll on me, bro. Like it's hard because we stopped speaking. You know, I still needed 1 month of prep, and it was tough, man. Like I didn't speak to my mom. Till today, I have not talked to my mom. It's tough, bro. And I just want to share that, because a lot of people have stories, and this is real life.
Real life.
You know, I'm not a little boy. I'm 29. I'm a man, and I just feel like a lot of people out there have similar stories where there was things said, people's feelings got hurt, or you know, things that just happen. It's life, and there was so many obstacles that I was like, I'm not gonna do this show. Like I can't.
You were close.
I was close, super close. My sister Grecia too, bro. Like I'm trying not to get emotional, but it was tough, bro.
Yeah.
Like seeing her win that overall, like, bro, I'm holding the camera on the side, bro, trying not to cry, bro. Like it was tough, bro. It was tough because everybody put everything they had into it, bro. Regardless of what the results said, like it was hard, bro. Like just okay, like not knowing, okay, hey, am I gonna have money for the next meal? Like, man, we're all out of chicken. Like, what do we do? Like, oh man. And then boom, someone will place an order for cookies. And okay, that's gonna cover this, and this. Like, bro, it was huge blessing, bro. So I know for a fact that everything that happened needed to happen the way it did. And bro, it's hard, bro. I'm trying not to get emotional, but the messages I got, bro, the night before the show, even during the show, during intermission, bro, like people were like, today I mentioned this to somebody. I was like, it was crazy. I tried not to. I talked to people about this. I was like, hey man, like, I try not to cry because one of the messages said, hey man, I don't know you. I know, and I see you at the gym, and I just admire your work ethic, and I really look up to you, and that shit hurt. Like it hurt. It cut because I was like, damn, bro, like, damn, you look up to me. Like that's crazy. Like I'm maybe we look intimidating in the gym because we're in the zone, but I'm always open to like meet new people. Like Instagram, I don't care. I really don't care. Like whether you meet me while I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I'm gonna respond. Like, but yeah, that like so many things happened during that last month that really, really like played a factor, bro. Like it was tough, but I just want to say like, hey man, like the messages that I got, I appreciate everybody that messaged me. And told me, like, hey, don't worry, you got this. Even though we didn't know what was going to happen the next day, the messages that I got were like, it felt real good. It felt real good seeing that all these people were actually watching me from the beginning. And it means a lot to me. It really does. It meant a lot to me because all these people were looking up to me when I had no clue. I had no clue. I was in my own world, just trying to, make the best out of the day. Even on my crappy days, like, it's funny because like on your worst day, somebody, could have it even worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your worst day could be somebody else's best day.
Yeah, man. It's just, oh man, it's a really, I don't know how to, I'm speechless, bro.
Yeah.
One of the messages that I got during the middle of the show, it said, during the middle of the show, I went to the restroom because my phone was dying. Yeah. If you know me, my phone always dies. Guys, I don't think I just leave you on red for no reason. My phone dies all the time. Yeah. Ask anyone in my family, they're like, dude, charge your phone. Yeah. My phone that was dead, completely dead, and I had a charger, and the closest outlet was way out there during intermission. I was like, I'm gonna go charge my phone, and when it turns on, I'm gonna come back. So I told that to Edward, and he's like, okay, bro, I will be over there. I'm gonna go sit with Gracia. So they were sitting down, and one of the messages, it was from him. From Edward. Oh, okay. He messaged me, and I shared it on my story, and that shit made me want to cry.
Yeah.
It was tough, bro. I'm trying not to cry right now because it said like, it's been tough. It's been tough for everybody, but I know especially for you because of what what you're going through outside of bodybuilding, like, and it said, I'm proud. Yeah. He's like, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, let's just finish the show, finish what we came to do, and have fun with it, you know. And that shit hurt, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, Edward. I cried, bro. I cried. I just wiped my tears off, and I was like, okay. And then after that message, more messages like that started coming. I spat. More messages like that started coming to my phone, and I was like, okay, I need to put this down because I'm gonna emotional, bro. Like, and it meant a lot to me, bro. Like till this day, I'm still responding to people that I have not responded to, not because I don't want to, but because I have so many messages on my phone that I had, conversations that some of the messages were hard to reply to because they were really, really like heartfelt messages. Even people that I don't know in person, friends that I have on Instagram that I consider friends, that I've never really met in person. I've just seen them. They could be from like Mercedes or Harlingen, that side of town, and they were reaching out to me saying, "Hey man, I don't know you, but I admire your progress." And these are both male and female saying, these things to me, and it means a lot, man. Like it just feels so cool, bro. Like that I'm having a huge impact in the younger generation.
Yes.
And that's what I think it comes down to. I know in the first episode I said the Rio Grande Valley is like, everyone is like, it's every man for themselves. They really don't show a lot of like, oh, helping hand because we're from the same city. But believe it or not, it was, man, I don't know. It's changing.
Yeah.
Something happened
There you
because
go.
it's changing, and a lot of people are now like reaching out, like the gym addicts. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's
I'm
Arnold,
sorry. Yes, I
the
spoke to
owner
him.
of Gym Addicts?
Yes,
Okay.
he hit
Arnold.
me up. He's like, "Hey, man, like, and we messaged back and forth about what I feel like the Rio Grande Valley needs, and people that are like-minded, people that want to see other people win.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like my family, me, Gracia, and Edward, like, we are trying to change the culture, bro. It's not about who looks the best. It's, hey, man, let me help you in any way I can, whether it's spiritually, physically, whatever it is. You can vent to me, I can vent to you. Hey, we're in this together. We're all doing the same thing here. We're all trying to, feed our families. We're all trying to get the next step, the next big thing, whatever it may be, promotion in a job. Let's just all help each other out as much as we can. I was actually talking to Astrid today, Jazzy, because she's competing. Yeah, she's competing, and I told her, hey, like, you look amazing. Like, just keep doing it. There's people I have in California. My friend, one of my close friends, Brian BK. If you're watching this, bro, yeah, like, I have so many people that I met towards during the prep, and it's just amazing seeing all these people like competing. Yeah, man, like, hey, just keep going. Whatever you're doing right now, just keep doing it. Doesn't matter where you place, just know that you're still gonna win. Whether you win or lose, you still won because you gave it your all.
Yeah.
That's what matters. And I have like, people like see me on the outside, they're like, oh, like, he looks so happy, but little do they know I have so many things going on in life right now that I try not to show.
Yeah.
But it's a defense mechanism to me. Like, even if I have problems going on, I still want to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, because some way or somehow I know I could say something that can change a person's day. The one thing, my New Year's resolution was like, hey, I want to be a better brother,
There you go.
a better son, a better dad. I want to do everything I can to help as many people as I can with what I have. Money comes and goes. It's not about the money. It's about like memories.
Yeah.
So if I had to choose, like, okay, I'm all down to my last $20. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna save that money for gas? Am I gonna save it for this, for that, or spend those $20 on a movie ticket for me and my son? Because memories last longer than money. Money you can replace. Time you cannot replace. Time is everything, and that's something it's priceless.
Yeah.
You can never get that time back. So I could die tomorrow. I could die on the way home. You just never know, bro. Like, and that's why I try to just literally help people as much as I can. Whether I inspire you to, be a better person. I know a lot of my friends are going through things as well. Not bad things, but everyone has,
They have challenges.
there are challenges. Everyone has obstacles. It's all about like how I can help them out.
Yeah.
If they come to me for help, I'm gonna give you what I know. If I've been through that already, I'm gonna show you like, hey, this is what I went through. Regardless if I can help you or not, if it doesn't help, I'm gonna go ahead and help you. You're venting to me, I'm gonna vent to you. And the hardest part for me was venting. You know what I mean? Like, to people. Like, I try not to show my
open up.
Open up to, even though I could be broken, I'm gonna go ahead and still act like nothing's wrong, because I don't want that to affect another person's mood.
Yeah, I understand that.
I try to save people from and I don't like pity. Man, if I show you some stuff I've gone through, it's tough, bro. Like, people are like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, what? Like, why? Like, I was like, it just happened to me, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, it's super tough, but even then, I'm still gonna give a helping hand any way I can. I've made so many friends during this prep. It's amazing, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy, but I love it, man. Like, I love meeting new people because some way, somehow, everything that happens for a reason. And I believe that you cross paths with people for a specific reason. It's either a blessing or a lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
So those people, you meet people to help you for the next chapter of your life, whether it's a month from now, 2 months from now. You know, I feel like it's supposed to happen the way it does. So I always keep that in. Like, I keep to myself, like, hey, this is important to me. One of the biggest things that happened, one of the biggest challenges that I had was waking up and seeing that school shooting happened.
Yeah.
It hurt me, bro. Like, I'm a dad. Like, I cannot imagine the pain that these people went through.
Yeah.
It was the last week of school, bro. See, you have plans for the summer with your family, and you find out you lost your child in a mass shooting. Like, it hurts, bro. I don't know what I would lose my mind, bro. Like, like, I only have one kid, but if I had multiple, like, boy.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Those are just one of those things that happen in life where they really have no answer to. Like, you're really just like always pondering and wondering and asking why and what, and it doesn't make any sense. And the reality is that it doesn't make any sense. You know, that's just real. That's a real part of it. No matter how far along you search, it's one of those things that just don't make sense, man. But
it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough, man. And yeah, man, it's so many things going on in the world right now, and I just feel that we just gotta enjoy the moments that we have right now with us, you know, with our loved ones. You just never know when you might lose somebody, and it's tough, man. Like, this is the first Father's Day that I don't spend it with my child.
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day, I was still in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So from Dallas, okay, so I didn't mention this in the story, but we were blessed enough to have a pit stop. We didn't drive straight to Dallas.
Okay.
We took off days before the show. We stopped in San Antonio. Edward's brother Robert, he let us stay with him for the night. We spent the night. We crashed. We little pit stop, and then we went to Dallas with his sister Sandra, and she's the one that left us. You know, she actually opened her home for us. So, those things like that mean a lot to me. Especially because, like, hey, man, they know what we're going through, and it's wild, man. I'm like extremely thankful that everything happened the way it did. But yeah, I didn't get to see my son. On the way back home, we stopped again in San Antonio for Father's Day, and it was wild, man. Like, I miss my son. Like, last year, he was there during the show, and he was holding both of my trophies. He's a little flag. Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that hurt, like, not having him there.
Yeah. And
then I got home Monday night. We got here in the evening. It was like, I don't know, like 7:30. And I talked to his mom. I was like, you know what? It's my birthday, and I know it's late already. I'll just wait and I'll see him another day. I'm just gonna go to the gym right now and I wanted to, like, work some of the food off that we ate, because we ate. I ain't gonna lie, we went to Daddy's and we had some burgers. We had a little something, Yeah. So, I went to the gym, and that's when I saw you there.
That's right.
But yeah, man, and I haven't seen my son. I have not seen him. Tonight I might get him because his mom's leaving out of town, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up. No, she's dropping him off. She's dropping him off, and I'm gonna have him with me. And yeah, man, it was just hard for me because I didn't see my boy, but I did FaceTime with him on the way home. Cool. And he's like, oh, like, Dad, like, happy Father's Day, And I was, man, that made me happy, man. It made my day. Not only that, but then he was like, oh, it's your birthday. I was like, yeah, it's my birthday. He's like, how old are you, Dad? I was like, I'm 29. He's like, wow, it's a lot of years. I'm like, your dad's old. Your dad's old. Yeah. So, so many people, man, I've interacted with during this time frame, man, and it's just I'm blessed, man. I want to just thank everybody that literally messaged me. If you guys message me and you know who you are, I appreciate everything. Like, honestly, like, I shared majority of the not majority of them, but like some of the messages from people that really were just like we were constantly talking. I shared them on my story the day before the show. I was just sharing stuff that people were sending me, and it just felt really, really good, man, to have people like that. I'm impacting a lot of people in a good way, even though I, a lot of a lot of the times I don't have the best. I don't know. Sometimes I get the best of me, just doesn't come out.
Yeah, okay.
I see some things that are just not cool, and I know I've seen Grecia's episode, I've seen Edward's episode, and funny how they both mentioned me. Like, they're like, yeah, well, I played a big impact in their life as well. I'm the reason they decided to jump back into Grecia. Was the one that she saw me in Dallas last year, and she was like, hey, I think I want to go ahead and do a show. Little do we know, fast forward to now, 2 overalls under her belt. Edward, first show, did amazing. Second show, oh my god, he did amazing, bro. Like, so yeah, man, I'm just really, really happy with the way things are going for me right now. Even though there's some stuff, that we gotta fix up here and there outside of, life. It's just life. Yeah, man, it just feels good, man. I'm just blessed.
That's good, man.
I'm thankful.
That's awesome, man. That's the beautiful big massive takeaway. I really do like the fact that you acknowledged the current change and positivity and helping hands of people down here. There might be a mindset shift going on. I think spreading love is super important. One thing that I'm trying to do on my platform is spread as much love as I can, man. Like, truly, I have, I guess, lack of better words, like I really don't take sides with anything, or I'm on everybody's side. I just try to help out as much as I can. I'm always rooting for people. I'm always hoping for success for my friends and people that I don't even know. Like, I think that's going to be, the best way to progress, is just to continue sharing as much positivity and support to one another, and really, being happy for people and the things that they're doing, and the things that they're able to achieve. So I've never had an issue with that. On the contrary, that's something that keeps me going, is being able to experience and being a part of other people's success. So, but yeah, man, honestly, Roosevelt, thank you so much for coming out again. I appreciate you reaching out and telling me, hey, Wednesday's mine, and I was like, hey, you got it. So
yeah, I was like, hey, man, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, episode 26 in the books. This is we'll wrap it up here. As I mentioned before, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I know that there's a lot of you guys out there who watch and listen who haven't subscribed yet. Maybe you're waiting for me to get to episode 30 to subscribe. Hey, that's no problem with me. I can be patient. And of course. But for the most part, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching another episode of the A7E podcast, guys. This is your host, Jake Adren. Until next time, see you.